Hello, welcome to another Power Rangers Samurai review. Today we're taking a look at the Zord vehicle, Octozord. And it is one of the okay Zords that I don't think that's been transitioned to Samurai's toy line very well from the Japanese counterpart, but losing still the disc gimmick as well. As you can see, I got finally a turntable as well, and I'm using this as part of my reviews. As you can see, the accessories of the Octozord on its own, it's pretty much bland. You just get the Zord and you get it phenomenally well. It looks like the Octozord and the, Ika origami at the same time. Accessories that come with him is the mini statue type figure of Antonio, the gold samurai ranger, and his helmet, because this is part of the Super Samurai line. So the newer releases of the Zord vehicles come with figures that come with little removable helmets, but because this is my Octozord, I'm still calling it under the Samurai line. The length standing up for the Octozord is 14.5 centimeters. With the tip extended at 17 centimeters. That's really an improvement. The length of it is 19.5 without the tip extended. With the tip extended, it's 21.5 centimeters. The articulation is pretty much bland. It literally is got a nice head sculpt of the of Antonio. It's got wrist articulation, a rubber sword like all of the action figures come with these toys. Waist articulation, wrist, head as well, and that's pretty much it. There's not much you can do. The detail's really nice as well. You got the gold paint, and putting the helmet on is really easy. You can see all the details there as well, and that's brilliant as well. It looks there, and putting it on looks really easy to do. The head has got some articulation as well, and doesn't lose it even when you put the helmet on, what I think is a plus. But it's just a generic posed mold. You can't change it, and the paint apps are minimal because most of it I think went through making the toy of the Octozord and adding the paint apps on the Octozord. But putting the helmet on is really easy. All you do is just put it on the head, and yeah, and you don't lose any of the head articulation like I mentioned before. What I think is kind of really good when you think about it. Also, it's just an ordinary figure, and you can adjust the helmet as well. The Octozord has really nice detail. We've got the gold, got purple, we've got gold on the Shiba, nice like emerald coloured eyes, nice details and everything there with some purple and some red on the tentacles, and it looks just really, really good as well. And all in all, it just looks phenomenal. At the same time, you got all the details there, and it just looks really, really well made. I actually do like this toy in all. It's because it's really, really well done. The gimmick that you can do, it has 2 peg holes on Antonio, and you can get him to stand through 2 pegs on the Octozord where I'm placing him now. And it can do a gimmick as well, hence why there's about 3 wheels on the bottom of the Zord, a rubber wheel and 2 little plastic wheels. And when you roll it, once you fold up the tentacles, it will start doing the 3 main tentacles will start rotating, and that's like making him like riding it and making him look like he's going around water or something like that. The Samurai Battle Cannon. You would need the Octozord and the Samurai Battle Wing to make this configuration. Without either of the beetle, tiger, or swordfish and Octo, you can't form the combination. To do so, you start off with the battle wing, separate it into minimal components by placing the head of the battle wing back onto the beetle. During these steps, I did forget to put the crest on the tiger Zord, on the tiger helmet during these transformations. It's due to I thought that the crest goes on the beetle and stays on there. But then you rotate the legs forwards, so it's pointing forwards, aiming at the enemy. And then you take it off so you can do the bottom legs. But then you place the beetle back on. Then you remove the tail, and then take that off so you can move the other legs forwards as well of the tiger. Then place the swordfish back on. Don't place the swordfish tail back where it was. You place it back onto the swordfish itself. And that's pretty much it, what you need to do here. So you bring in the Octozord, and then you take the Octozord apart into 3 components. The 3 tentacles, the 2 tentacles, and the head of the Octo. What you do with the 2 tentacles, you fold up the 2 little wheels up on the connector piece. Then fold the 2 tentacles down, and then peg the 2 pegs that you see on the bottom to 2 slots on the 3 tentacles on the base. And you peg those, and it makes a stand. Then you place the Tigerzord head. It took me a while to get it on properly, but you place it on there, and then it will stay there. Also, during this step, you could have put the crest on, but due to me forgetting that bit, I didn't do it. And then you connect. There's 2 connected portions of the stand that connect on 2 pegs from the tiger. And by pressing those, you will hear a click, and it will connect it together, and it will look. And then you're almost done. Then you get this small little hole on the little nose piece of the Octozord and peg it on where the beetle horn was of the battle wing. And then you got the samurai battle cannon ready formed. The samurai battle cannon is really one of those decent Zords. You can put any Zord that you got, like the Claw Zord, Samurai, or Bull Zord, or the Gigazord, or the Claw Armor Megazord behind it to fire it. Really, it's mainly used when it's in Claw Armor Megazord form, but really you can have any Zord standing behind it for it to fire. Claw Battle Zord North. If you remember my Claw Zord review, this is the Zord formation that I couldn't do due to the fact I did not have the Octozord back then. To do that, you would need the Claw Zord and the Octozord to make the formation. And all you do is rotate the face all to the north face that has the weird, like, zigzaggy eyes. Then you separate the Octozord into its 3 compartments again. No, well, just in 2 compartments. Then you peg the Octozord into one hand via its connection peg. Then you can fold down the arms to try and mimic the show accuracy it should have. Then you place the 3 legs as a chest piece onto the Claw Zord. And that's pretty much it as well. There's not much there you could say. It's one of those generic modes that Antonio uses with the Claw Battle Zord. But it's one of those effective ones where he can use both of his Zords in a formation. And it's a complete Megazord pretty much to him. Next we'll be moving on to the Octo Spear Megazord. This is the formation of the Samurai Megazord and the Octozord. That was the first time. This was when before the Claw Zord came. You rotate the fist on the turtle. You separate the Octozord into 3 components, pulling down a handle on the 3 tentacles. Pulling out the headpiece. Folding the wheels down and straighten up the legs on the second section. Then you lift up the back panel of the Samurai Megazord to connect the 2 legs that being straightened. Then you put through the hand of the Ape Zord via the shield peg to form the shield. Then you connect via connection peg to put the Octozord on the side. And there we have the Octo Spear Megazord. Yet again, just like all the auxiliary Zord, like the Beetle Blast Megazord, the Tiger Drill Megazord, the Swordfish Megazord combination, is one of those just generic combinations at the end of it. It's an okay one. So, the Octozord. Do I like it? I really do like it, and everything, and it is really, really good. At the same time, I really do like the Octozord. It's one of my favourite Zords out there, and he is okay. I get the final. For me, he's okay. He is presented really, really well within the samurai line, and he is presented really good as well. He's got everything he needs. It enables you to complete your Samurai Zord collection if you weren't able to be, or you didn't have the money to pick up all the Shinkenger stuff, and you've been ending up collecting the samurai line like I have at the moment. But it's one of those generic Zords that is there, and I do give it a 3.0 out of 5 as well. I do recommend it. So this has been Jazzimus Rider, and I'll see you next time for another Power Rangers review, Transformers review, and what other review. See you for the next time. Bye bye for now.